apocalypse.
Hello guys and welcome to my channel, and today we are playing Vampires 4. This is the second game that I've done, and pretty much we're going to do the Halls of the Dead. Now I haven't actually been doing any quests because I want to do that with you guys. But if we go into the Hall of the Dead, as you can see, we have a bar, we have a store, we have Tales of Vampires, and we have Legends. Now, since this game, like I said in the old video, my last video, they don't have the player versus player or the high scores anymore. So if I go on Legends, it says high scores are not available at this time. It'll never become available, but you know, it's still a fun game in order to do it. As you can see, I've also got a store here where I can buy stuff. Now, I don't really buy stuff anymore because I can get the stuff from the monsters anyway. It's just going to be a waste of money for me in order to do that. And that's on buy, but if I press sell, as you can see, I've sold all the items that I don't need. But if I press buy and I press gold, when you first get into it, it'll say 500 gold free, download then other games. So all you need to do is press view, go back, and you'll get 500 gold just by doing that. That'll help you in the beginning of the game if you want to. So that's the store. If we go on bar, you can pretty much buy some add-ons or stuff that will help you. Right now, as you can see, let's see, Vampire's Touch. Effect, this buff will instantly kill your next target, does not work in multiplayer. Okay, and then you got Giant Might, blah blah blah, and then you got extra XP if you want to upgrade quicker, and then you got extra gold. I don't really focus on getting any of that at the moment because I can't go too far. And then you got the Tale of Vampires, so we're just going to go in there. A very long time ago, Kenneth, the vampire god, built the Halls of the Dead so that his vampire children could feast on the creatures within it and grow in strength. One day, he told them, "I will return and together we shall emerge from the shadows and conquer this world." Legend holds that three vampire brothers, Darko, Madisto and Rimesti, swore a blood oath. "Keep fighting until our combined strength brings back Kenneth, or perish trying." With that, they then entered the Hall of the Dead. As direct descendants of Kenneth, their powers were great. Eventually though, the three brothers became reckless and descended too fast. Sworn by monsters, they are vanquished in the deepest recess of the halls. It is said that their armour and weapons lie strewn throughout the halls at great depths. Although these items would be extremely difficult to find, the further down one ventures, the higher the probability to find such items. It is whispered that each brother completes sets of items when equipped, will grant their users a special benefit. Darko's set grants the user a higher chance to find items. Madisto's set grants the user more gold from enemies. Remistis set grants the user more frequent might attacks. Some also believe that Kenneth sets exist within Hall of the Dead, but that it would be impossible to find. The benefits of Kenneth's set is yet unknown. Perhaps one day a vampire worthy the secret will find out. So it's pretty much saying that there's three brothers, they go into the Hall of the Dead, they drop their sets. Now, a load of people back in the olden days got the three brothers set, but I don't know anyone who's ever got the Kenneth set, so there's that. Okay, so when you're on level 12 or level 13, I would suggest going into the Hall of the Dead and actually grinding your way as far as you can, mainly because it gives you more experience. You'll become higher in levels, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. So you start off at depth 1, and pretty much you gotta do all 4 of these before you can go here. As you can see, if I press the middle, you must find and defeat all the monsters here before descending further. There are 4 monsters left. So I usually have a system. I go from this side and I continue over there, and then I'll do it that way, so that at least I know that I've defeated them all. So I'm going to do this one. As you can see, Demon Wing, they do quite a lot of damage, so what I would suggest is just persisting at it. Now I do get 140 XP for this floor alone, so I would suggest doing that. It's a very good way to increase in levels. So as you can see, I'm at level 18 at the moment. Again, I haven't done any quests. I've just been going into the Hall of the Dead and just been grinding my way. Some of them will regenerate. Some of them will probably tell. Some of them will put your damage down and blah blah blah. But I mean, you can do it until you die and then just go back in. It's a bit of grinding, like I said, but it's better than nothing. So I'm going to view my item. I know that it's probably not, it's not as bad as I think, but I'm not going to use it because it just puts my attack down. So strike, so forth and so forth. Okay, so I've pretty much done all that. If I press on Vampire, as you can see, I've got my character. It'll tell me what my character stats are. My inventory, which the ones in brackets that says E is my equipped. My skills, as you can see, I've put strike to level 7 because I use that the most. Influence, I don't really do many of them, but Delirium is a good one, so I'm going to upgrade that. And then you got the Might. So sometimes you get a chance to actually get Might attack. And if it comes up Might attack and you use, I usually use this one right here. You can still use an instinct attack as well, and then you got quests. I had to end up restarting, so as you can see, I'm on the first quest at the moment. So I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to put that down here, and again I'm going to go from here to there before going down. So again like that, and I'm just going to keep killing these guys as well. What I will suggest as well is that if you want to come out, so for example you want to come out of the game or the Hall of the Dead, you can. I'll just defeat this one and then go down to the next one. But if you do come out of the game and you've done like 4 monsters on the same level and you come out and then you're going back in, you have to defeat all this. So if I do that monster and I come out and then I come out, I stop playing for a little bit, I come back in, it'll pretty much, I have to do this boss again. So as you can see, I'm going to press the back button and it'll come back. Usually if I press the Hall of the Dead, it'll come back into the game, but if I go right out, I go to do some quests and I come back, it will put a little message to me saying, do you want to continue in the Hall of the Dead where you left off? If you press no, it will start you all over again, so keep that in mind. So as you can see, I'm doing quite well actually, I think. As you can see, my XP is going up every single level as well. You get more XP doing the Hall of the Dead than you do when you're doing the quests. So, like I says, I tend to grind in the Hall of the Dead for as long as I possibly can. Yeah, man. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm going to use an influence one, and I'm going to use delirium. Okay, now I can't use delirium because I need 115 focus points, and my focus point. Just make sure that you don't upgrade it when you haven't got the focus points ready to upgrade. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go into here, into the battle. Yeah, so of course that one's gave me 30% weapon, minus 30% weapon damage, which means it's going to take me quite longer. Demonicus, so I'm going to do him, and then I can use the strike after using the might attack. Like so, and this one's the hardest one I've found on this floor, the Garlic Wizard, mainly because I know that if I don't get half, he heals, and I usually die when I try and kill him because I just can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna wound him. Okay, no, I was defeated. So that's pretty much what I tend to do to idle. If I go into the normal game, I'm only getting like 100 XP for each monster I kill anyway, so it's just not worth it to me to try and grind on the normal game. But on the next video that I do, I will be going back to doing the quests and pretty much doing it that way, and hopefully be strong enough to actually do as many quests as I possibly can for you guys as well. So I'm just going to do this thingy here. If you guys actually do play this game, I would be interested to know what level your character is on, and what highest level you can do in the Halls of the Dead. It would be nice to actually know. So if you do play this game, put in the comment section below. If you have liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then I'd appreciate it if you would. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to leave it here. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheer up.